Breaking news from Arsenal as well. James Green is there for us. James, good to see you tonight. Tell us more.
Yeah, we've been waiting all day for this one, Emma, as Arsenal have posted the final piece of the puzzle is through the building. It is confirmed.
Arteta drops shocking truth on Mark Guehi. Arsenal fans can't believe this. The football world was sent into a frenzy this week when Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta made some eyebrow-raising comments about Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi during his pre-match press conference. The Spanish tactician, known for his measured and diplomatic approach to transfer discussions, surprised everyone by openly discussing the England international in a way that has left Gunners supporters speculating wildly about potential summer transfer plans. Arteta's candid remarks have ignited a firestorm of debate across social media platforms, with fans dissecting every word for hidden meanings and clues about Arsenal's defensive recruitment strategy. What made Arteta's comments so shocking was his unusual willingness to praise a player from another Premier League club while simultaneously addressing Arsenal's defensive needs. The Arsenal boss described Guehi as one of the most complete young defenders in European football and acknowledged that the 24-year-old possesses exactly the qualities that top clubs are searching for in the modern game. This public admiration is particularly noteworthy given Arteta's typical reluctance to discuss players under contract elsewhere, leading many to interpret his words as a clear signal of Arsenal's intentions heading into the crucial summer transfer window. Arsenal supporters have been crying out for defensive reinforcements, especially following some inconsistent performances at the back during key matches this season. While the Gunners have impressed going forward and currently sit in a strong position in the Premier League, there have been moments of vulnerability that have cost them valuable points. The need for a dominant, ball-playing centre-back who can contribute to both defensive solidity and build-up play has become increasingly apparent, and Guehi fits this profile perfectly. His performances for Crystal Palace have consistently caught the eye, combining physical presence with technical ability and excellent positional awareness. The timing of Arteta's comments has added fuel to the speculation fire. With Gabriel and William Saliba forming a formidable partnership, many fans were surprised that the manager would even hint at pursuing another central defender. However, sources close to the club suggest that Arsenal are planning for multiple scenarios, including potential departures and the need for squad depth to compete across multiple competitions. Guehi's versatility, leadership qualities demonstrated as Palace captain, and his relative youth make him an attractive proposition for a club with ambitions of sustained success at the highest level. Financial considerations are inevitably part of the conversation surrounding any potential move for Guehi. Crystal Palace are known to be tough negotiators, and with the defender under contract until 2026, they hold a strong position in any discussions. Reports suggest that Palace would demand a fee in excess of £60 million for their prized asset, a figure that would represent a significant investment even for a club of Arsenal's resources. However, Arsenal's owners have demonstrated a willingness to back Arteta in the transfer market when he identifies priority targets, and the manager's public praise could indicate that internal discussions about affordability have already taken place. The reaction from the Arsenal fanbase has been mixed but largely enthusiastic. Social media platforms have been ablaze with supporters creating mock-up images of Guehi in Arsenal colours, analysing his statistical output, and debating whether he would immediately walk into the starting lineup or provide high-quality competition and rotation. Some fans have expressed concerns about disrupting the existing defensive partnership, while others argue that elite clubs need elite depth and that Guehi's arrival would only strengthen the squad. The passionate response demonstrates just how much Arsenal supporters trust Arteta's judgment following his successful rebuilding of the team over recent seasons. Guehi's own trajectory adds another layer to this developing story. Having come through Chelsea's academy system before establishing himself at Palace, the defender has been linked with moves back to bigger clubs on multiple occasions. He has represented England at various youth levels and earned senior caps, suggesting he has the temperament and ability to perform on the biggest stages. His communication skills, aerial dominance, and comfort in possession make him the prototype of the modern centre-back that top teams covet. For Guehi personally, a move to Arsenal would represent a significant step up in terms of competing for major trophies and participating in the Champions League. The broader implications of Arteta's comments extend beyond just one potential transfer. His willingness to publicly discuss Guehi might signal a shift in Arsenal's transfer strategy toward being more aggressive and upfront about their targets. This approach carries risks, potentially driving up prices or alerting rival clubs to Arsenal's intentions, but it could also demonstrate confidence and ambition that appeals to players considering their next career moves. Arteta may be sending a message not just to Guehi but to the wider market that Arsenal are serious contenders who aren't afraid to compete for the best available talent. Crystal Palace manager Roy Hodgson, when asked about Arteta's comments, remained diplomatic but firm in his response, stating that Guehi remains an integral part of Palace's plans and that the club has no intention of letting their captain leave easily. This sets the stage for what could be a protracted transfer saga if Arsenal do indeed firm up their interest with a formal bid. The dynamics of negotiations between Premier League clubs add complexity, as Palace will be acutely aware of Arsenal's financial capabilities, while also needing to balance their own sporting ambitions with the reality of potentially losing their best player. As the season progresses toward its conclusion and the summer transfer window approaches, all eyes will be on how this situation develops. Whether Arteta's comments were a calculated move to begin softening the ground for a transfer approach or simply an honest assessment that has been overinterpreted remains to be seen. What is clear is that Arsenal fans are now dreaming of a defensive line that includes Marc Guehi, and the manager's shocking truth has set expectations sky high. The coming months will reveal whether this was merely admiration from afar or the opening salvo in Arsenal's pursuit of one of English football's most promising defensive talents.